Something I've been thinking a lot about, a prayer I've been thinking a lot about is the Shema and how it has been there for the Jews through all time. Really, we know that Jews said in the Inquisition when they were suffering, and Jews said it in the pogroms when they were suffering, and in the ghettos. And it's just one of those prayers that's really been with our people through all those rough times. I will say today was a rougher day for me than some of the others in quarantine, so maybe that's why I've been thinking about it more today. But I wanted to share with you a story. One of the things I do at CRC every week that our 3rd through 6th graders know about is I talk about the Shema and its meaning to us and its meaning to Judaism and to humanity. And so I wanted to share with you this evening one of my favorite Shema stories. It was taught to me by a dear friend, Fran Moss, from Peoria, and it's called The Perfect Sound. A young, curious queen, about 6 years old, is searching for the perfect sound, the most brilliant, the most appealing, the most touching sound. She goes to visit all of her teachers, the most brilliant and wisest people in town, and she asks all of her friends and family, and no one is able to tell her the perfect sound. So the queen decides she must travel and ask someone in another place. She goes to a country way, way south, down around the world. She gets off the plane and asks the first person she sees, "Do you know the perfect sound?" The person says, "Let me think." And then she goes, "Shh." That's the perfect sound. It's the most beautiful sound because when you go, shh, people get quiet and everything becomes peaceful. And the queen goes, "Oh yeah." The queen loves the sound so much, she wants to see if there are other beautiful sounds. So she travels way, way east, all the way around the world, and she gets off the plane and asks the first person she sees, "Do you know the perfect sound?" The person says, "Let me think." And then he goes, That's the most perfect sound. Because when you go, something is delicious and yummy. And the queen says, "Oh yeah, I love that." The queen loves the sound so much. She wants to see if there's one more beautiful sound. So she travels way, way north, up around the world. And she gets off the plane and asks the first person she sees, "Do you know the perfect sound?" The person says, "Let me think." And then she goes, That's the most perfect sound. You say, when you get it, when you understand, and when something is wonderful. The queen says, I love that sound. It is perfect. Now the queen doesn't know what to do. She's heard 3 beautiful sounds from 3 different parts of the world, and all 3 are perfect. So she thinks to herself, there's shh, I like that. And oh, I like that one too. And all 3 really are perfect. Let's see. Shh. Shh. Shma. Shma. When we put it all together, it's the Shema. Shema is the most wonderful sound because the queen realizes that to hear and to be a part of one people is the most perfect sound in the world. So this evening marks the 25th day of the Omer. So we join together in the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. And today is 25 days, which is 3 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. Hayom chamisha ve'esrim yom shehem shalosha shavuot ve'arba'a yamim la Omer. I hope you have a lovely evening.